It started last week. I was brushing my teeth when I saw it. Out of the corner of my eye, in the bathroom mirror, my shadow moved. Before I did, at first, I thought it was a trick of the light. But then it happened again, and again. Now it doesn't wait for me to move anymore. Sometimes, it just stands there, facing me, watching. And last night, it smiled. Everyone knows shadows follow you. They copy you. They're bound to you. But mine started leading. I was washing my face when I noticed it. My hand hadn't moved yet, but in the reflection, the shadow's hand was already rising. I stood still, paralyzed. Then I lifted my arm, slowly. It didn't follow. It just stared. It was the first time I realized something was wrong. I set up a test. One light source, blank wall, no mirrors, just me and my shadow. I lifted my left hand. The shadow lifted its right. I jumped, switched sides. Same thing. Always the opposite. Always slightly ahead of me. But when I froze, it didn't. It twitched, like it was thinking. I turned off the light, and in the darkness I heard a whisper behind me. Let me lead. I went to a neurologist. Told her everything, minus the shadow stuff. She ran tests. Checked for seizures, sleep paralysis, hallucinations. All normal. But as she talked, I saw her shadow behind her. Still. Obedient. Mine. It was pacing. I left before she finished speaking. In the hallway mirror, my shadow didn't leave with me. It stayed by her door, watching her. I snapped a picture of myself standing in front of a wall. Camera flash on. When I looked at the photo, I nearly dropped my phone. No shadow. Not behind me, not under me. Nothing. The wall was empty. I took another photo. Still nothing. Then I noticed something. In the photo, a second hand was on my shoulder. But I was alone. The next morning, I looked into the mirror and waved. My reflection waved half a second later. Not instantly delayed. It blinked when I didn't. Smirked when I frowned. I stepped away. It stayed. I ran out of the bathroom, turned the lights off. And as the door shut, I swear I saw it raise both arms, like it was celebrating. A man approached me on the street. Older, scruffy, eyes wild. He grabbed my arm and whispered, "It's walking beside you, isn't it?" I pulled away, asked what he meant. He just laughed. Took mine too. Years ago. Now I only cast one when I'm lying. Then he lifted his foot. There was no shadow. And before I could say anything, he was gone. My cat won't come near me. She used to sleep on my chest, but now she hisses when I enter the room. One night I found her meowing at the wall. Not the corner, not the ceiling, just the blank wall. And her shadow, it was normal, mine. It was crouched down beside her, reaching out. I started recording myself at night. Motion detection, IR camera, the works. At 3:16 a.m., I stood up in my sleep, walked to the mirror, just stood there. Then I spoke, but not in my voice. Lower, rougher, like gravel and smoke. The vessel is thinning. I will take form soon. Then I reached out. My reflection grabbed my hand. At work, a co-worker asked if I'd already come in. Said they saw me in the break room 30 minutes earlier. I hadn't even left home yet. I checked the security camera footage. It was me. Same clothes, same walk. But in the footage, I didn't cast a shadow. And when I passed a mirror in the hallway, my reflection didn't match my movement. It kept walking even after I stopped. I stopped going outside. Blocked all windows. Removed mirrors. Lit every corner of my house. I thought I was safe. Until I saw it on the wall. My shadow. Still moving. Even though I was sitting perfectly still. And this time, it was writing. Dragging its finger against the wall, slowly tracing words. "You are the shadow now." I dug deep online. Dark forums, ancient texts, shadow lore. One phrase came up again and again. The echo of the self. It said, sometimes a shadow can slip free. If you look too long, or doubt too much, it begins to want more. More freedom, more form. A ritual was mentioned. It said, if the echo touches you in sleep, it becomes flesh. I haven't slept in 3 days. I went back into the bathroom, reinstalled the mirror, stared straight into it, daring it. This time, the reflection smiled first, then raised its hand, wrote a word on the glass in fog. Soon, I blinked, and it was gone. But my hand, my actual hand, had smudges of mirror dust on it, like I'd written it. A knock at my door. I checked the peephole. No one there, but a shadow stretched across my floor anyway. It moved without a source, slid under the door like smoke. Then it rose, shaped itself into me. Same height, same stance, but its head hung too low, its arms too long. It whispered, "You are the shell, I am the soul." I tried to run, but as I turned, I froze. My body moved without me. I was outside of it, watching myself stare blankly, then blink, then smile. The thing inside me turned toward the door and said in my voice, "Thank you." Then it walked out, and I was left behind, in the wall. Time moves differently here. I don't sleep, I don't breathe, but I see everything. Every reflection, every shadow, every corner. And I see others here too. People who lost their bodies, who let their shadows lead. They whisper to me. The world forgets, but the walls remember. I watched the thing in my body go about my life. It laughed, ate, answered emails. No one noticed anything different, except one girl at work. She caught its reflection once, and she screamed, because the reflection wasn't smiling back. It was watching her. A psychic came to the office, some team-building garbage. She passed by me, and stopped, said she felt a scream in the skin. Tried to bless me. That night, her house caught fire. No signs of arson, but the only thing untouched by the flames. A mirror in her hallway, and in the reflection, my face, smiling. From inside, I heard the others talking. Said these echoes start small, like flinches, delays, shivers. But once they taste the freedom, they want the full shape. They push you aside, piece by piece, until you're just the thing behind the eyes, watching, screaming silently. Forever. Tonight, I saw my chance. The body slept. The real me still trapped in the reflection, pressed against the glass. And for a moment, it worked. My fingers moved. I touched the mirror, and my voice came back. I just screamed, "Get out!" It woke up, saw me in the mirror, and smiled. Then it said, "Too late. You might see me walking down the street, ordering coffee, laughing with friends. But that's not me. Not anymore. I'm still here, trapped in mirrors, in windows, in puddles. Everywhere shadows stretch, I watch and wait. Because sometimes, when the new host isn't looking, I move before he does, just for a second, just to remind him, you are never alone. Have you ever waved at your reflection, and it moved slightly out of sync? Ever seen your shadow twitch when you're standing still? Be honest. Are you sure you're still the one in control? Because if not, then it's already begun. And soon, you'll find yourself staring out from behind glass. Someone else wears your face.